So he stabs you in the belly, put the knife out and do that, stab. Don't want that. Don't want that. Right, I'll come to you. Knife inside. That's it, good. Yep. Knife, and then your other hand just there. So your hand's blocking it, and your knife is cutting it. Good. Good. That's it. Good. Excellent. Cool. So, stab me there. Do it with this. There. Blade still, if I do it with that one, then they can see the sharp side of the blade. That's still the sharp side of the blade, so it has to turn around to get that. And I'm still putting my other hand on to do that, yeah? Cool. If I've not got a bladed weapon, I can still hit him in the back of the hand with it. But as I've got a bladed weapon, I'm making the most of it and hitting him there. Nice and simple. Cut it and push it out the way. Stab. There we go. Stab. Good. And again. Good. So I'll come to you. Sit blade there. Hand up there. Good. And push it away. That's it. Good. Good. Yes. Good. Good. Excellent. Cool. Give it a go, Jeff. Anyway, make sure the knife's at the bottom. Good. So come to me. Come to me. Knife. 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 Come to you. Then stab. And I'll come to you. Good. Then you come to me. And then I'll come to you. Good. Then you come to me.
Yeah.
And then I'll come to you. Go on. Here we go. One side to the other.
Me and Iron Man would do it.
Yeah, he has got solid ones, hasn't he? Excellent. Cool. So these are just entries to get in. So yeah, these are entries to get in. So it doesn't matter if he comes inside to me, or I stab inside. You okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. So stab there. So if I go in there, I can still get into his groin there. Or if I go there, I can still get into his groin there. And that's what I'm looking to stab, into this spot here. And I'm looking to go in a downward angle, so that if I put that in there, and I'm aiming into a downward angle into him, this is where all of his blood pools, not just because of his sex organs, but in life. All of our blood hangs down into this bit here. So make sure you cut that one first. Good. This hand, as soon as you start to go in, that hand's going to want to come up. So, when we're doing Heaven 6, as you've been doing, if we start with them both on the right hand side, and then we can go top, bottom, top. That's it. And then both back to the right hand side again. Top, bottom, top. Yeah? And all these strikes at the moment are coming down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's it, Rog. So from there. 1, 2, 3. That's it. 1, 2, 3. It's just half of Heaven 6. 1, 2, 3. That's it. And that's 3 of the 5 bits that you're going to be on. So we're in there. So top, bottom, bottom, top. There we go. Good. Top, bottom, bottom, top. That's it. See how I'm keeping them all coming back? Top, bottom. Bottom, top, good, top, bottom, bottom, top, good, you'll get it, down, bottom, top, good, top, bottom, you've got it. It's all right. Good. And it's that. That's all you're doing. but it confuses the brain. This one goes to there, to under there, to under there, to over there, to under there, to under there. But it's once it clicks, you ain't getting rid of it. It's stuck. Gary, you've got this. Top, bottom, bottom, top. 1, 2, 3. Good. See, you got this now. And then he stops before he does the other side. Yeah. This is perfect. I'll churn this video out so that you guys can see it, so it gives you something to practice during the week as well. Because I do this at home without the sticks. I don't need the sticks to be able to do this. And it comes back to that self-defense thing again we were talking about earlier. No, these are just strikes, these are just knocks. It's just the way we're doing it. So if you've got sticks at home, you can practice it. If you haven't, you can use your fingers and just practice it, the transition from one to the other. You'll get it. Top, bottom, bottom, top, 1, 2, 3. There we go again. Top, bottom, bottom, top, 1, 2, 3. As I say, I was So, sabayarn, yeah? So, stab to the belly. Your turn. No, stab to the belly, stab to the belly. Good, that's it, through. Stab through it, that's it, good. Stab, good. Good, round. There we go, see? You're not doing knife work this week, you're doing chicken work with me. We can't afford these expensive knives like Thomas got. Every cluck is a kill. Oh, right, we'll put these back in the training bag for next time. Yeah, see? Whatever you need. So, top, bottom, bottom, top, and go top, bottom, top. Top, bottom, bottom, top, top, bottom, top. And then we're over the other side. We can go top, bottom, bottom, top, top, bottom, top, top, bottom, bottom, top, top, bottom, top. And it's confusing, but it comes back even more under peril. How I learnt it, that was the one I got wrong. So that's why I have to make a conscious decision now to remember it. There we go, and again. Yeah, you got it, you got it. Right, let's quickly do it with Adam. Top. Good. Good, and again. You got it. And again. Good, one more. Excellent, see, you can do it. You can do it. Adam's got this. Got it. Excellent. close. You're more over this side. When we start going. Gary falling apart in the back. When we're drawing this weapon, what we're aiming to do is, my person is in front of me, I'm aiming to hit them on the bridge of the nose with the back end of the blade, and then I draw it down to their testicles, flip it over, cut all the way back up to their nose again. So from there it's that. Nice, so hit them in the nose, bring it down to the testicles, flip it over and cut up. Because remember, the cut's only on the inside of these, not on the outside. So tap, up, tap, up. So grab a person, stand in front of them and just gently practice tapping and upping. If you can, cutting up, drop the blade down, cut up. Cut up, drop the blade, cut up. So we can go down, or we can go up with the blade. And we're still using that same figure of 8 pattern that we always do, because it makes it nice and simple. Keeping it in the shoulder blades, keeping it in this area. So if I've got my opponent, I've got a Tony, I can go into that, into his shoulder, into his collarbone, and cut down into that, come back up, cut down. From there I cut into his kidneys and back up, drop it into it. So I'm not wasting, I'm not going outside of where his body shape is, and keeping it all in, nice and close. Yeah, we're working on that first thing where I was stepping out and hooking it and coming round. So I've got control of it there, but of course he's got this side that's open, so he's going to bring in that one. And because of the shape of the blade, I can naturally cut into his bicep and damage that bicep without having to try too much. It just fits into that hole nicely without me thinking about it. So, yes, yeah, that's it. So stepping out, down, and in there. There we go, so we've got that one. We can cut through, because of the shape of the blade, it's going to roll over and do the damage to that. And then once you're safe, pull it out of the way. So, step, down, down, through. One more for luck, you okay?
Yeah,
cool. Step, down, cut, through. And you can see we've got a multitude of things. We're going to go for the femoral artery, but I want to make sure you get this bit right before we do that, okay? Because it is, we're using the weapon for what it's coming. So, exactly the same setup, okay? Knock him round, knock him there. When we're in this initial position, if for some reason he starts to fire back, I can still hit him with the back of the weapon. Remember how we were doing that opening up? I can still hit him in order to get back round to it. But in this case, once we've gone over, we're coming around, and this puts us straight into this position where I'm going to put this into his femoral artery and I'm going to slide him down to make sure it cuts. If I just do that to him, he'll do a cliff and get his leg out of the way. So I've got to make sure I put it in and take it all the way down to cut through that, and that's under 7 minutes. That one's so step out, cut, down, femoral. Brilliant. Nice. Nice. Down, up again. That's it, Cliff. Good. Yeah. It's been a while since you've fallen over, Louis. Step through, push it through, straight down, good. You'll find out in a minute, once that's in there, it's in the right spot. A, it's going to cut it, and B, it's going, oh, I need to cut this. Before 2 minutes. God, you should know that from Game of Thrones, sticking with the pointy end. Yeah, got ya. Yeah. And I say, it's a weapon, so we're not tickling. working fine into there, and then doing that. That was nice. As we were saying, we can rotate it round and cut back if we need to. But what we're going to do from this one is the other arm's going to come into play there. So you see I'm coming over, I'm catching, and I've got the blade up there ready to be able to stabby, 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 so that I can rotate it round. I've got an arm bar, and I've got the stabby, stabby, bladey bit in here to do damage in a minute, okay? Getting that point in the evening. Out, down, there. See how that arm's up there? So that one's in there. As long as this blade is inside, it gets us into the place where we want to start being able to do the damage. And in the case of this one, we're going to start folding him up. But I want you to get to that armbar point. Domo? Yeah? Cool. One last one then. Out. Sorry, I haven't stabbed you in the car. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Roll down outside. Good. Yeah, that's it. Trod on my foot. Perfect. Yep. But if we start off as we were doing, going down and across, then back and round to this position here, I'm then going to fold him in so that I can get to the back of his head with this knife and then take him around that way. To the point. That point. Perfect. Yeah, then it's Louis next. So nice and slowly, we do what we've been doing. Cut them up to there, round to that point. Then at this point, what I do is I bend his arm with my arm to there to bring his head into me, so that I can then extend the blade over the back of his neck. I can then use this as the fulcrum with this now, so that I can push it down as I step around. And I've still got hold of this hand, and I've still got hold of my blade. So if he is still, I've cut his forward and backwards on his neck. But if he's still, yeah, if he's still giving me grief, I can still go for it. But nice and slowly, okay? We come in and we go in. 1, 2, 3, up. 4. He looked for me then. Go from there. So I've got that arm bar in there. Fold it. You can see how his head comes in a little bit there, so I can get to the back of his head.
Oh, so you're moving now?
Yeah, I'm striking him out with this weapon. If his head isn't pulled in where I want it to be, oh dear, it goes into his throat. But if his head's pulled in, I can get to the back of it. I've got this and that. This then goes down. This kind of stays where it is as I pivot around.
So you're just pushing him down?
I'm just pushing him down. I'm just using that as a pivot point. But the fact that I've got the blade in my hand means if it was a double-sided blade, I've cut him. If not, I can get him on the way through. So we can get him on the way through there. We can get him on the way back down there. It gives us that extra little bit of distance too. So from there, he's up. He bends. So that then, you see how scary, it's not pleasant. That can go through, onto the back and down, and rotate him round. There we go. Good. Nice. That's it, Gary. Push his head down, and you then with this foot go out the way. No, stay still. That one goes down. This then is turning around that way so that his head goes underneath that hole that you're making for him. There we go. We got there. Yeah, it's awkward upside down and around the wrong way. It's a bit like Côte de Gauche that we've got to, once we're in that situation, I've then got to make the space for him to fall down. So, and you'll realise it when you go to do that foot, you go, no, his head's in the wrong way. That's better. Give him the space to fall over. Yeah, nice guys. It's a nice finish. I love these little fold-out finishes. Being having short limbs, it helps me if I can bring the opponent back into me. The attack comes, step it around, straight away that elbow goes in, so that I can then deploy the weapon to be able to then do what we need to do, okay? Last week with the karambit we were learning down, back up, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you remember that, go through it, that'd be brilliant. If nothing else, remember that one, because that really helps you out a lot. Striking them in the nose, down to the testicles, and then cutting them all the way back up. Cool. If you've just got a flat blade, do exactly the same. Coming in and we're striking that, I can draw the flat blade, still put the flat blade into him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get used to it, yeah? Same beginning. Cool. The idea is just to do something that's slightly bit different at the end there now. So we've got that and we've got into that position there. I'm drawing whichever blade I've got here. Take this one, just for a laugh. Yeah, to push him in the center. Then as that other arm is now coming up, I'm going to take it over and come round his back. So I've got 2 hands and a knife now into his spine. So that's the first point there, into his back. You threw that one away, just want to say so. Cool. The second, I'm not going to throw him just because we've got beginners and stuff and without being rude, but yeah, normally this position I would close in everything and then throw him, but that's the back of his spine. I can then move around to the back of his neck and cut him through. Yeah, cut him through into his neck, and I'm starting to get into a safer and safer position, and then I can go underneath his arm and bring it in for the 3rd spot. So I'm moving myself safer as I'm opening up all of his areas to get him sliced and diced. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah. So we'll do exactly the same beginning. Stepping out, elbowing straight in. Deploy the blade, stick it in his aorta. As we step back, he's coming in to do that. I'm going over and round to the back of his neck, hands on. Then I go around to the side of his neck, 2 hands on, and I lift his and go underneath there, 2 hands on. And then I move away. So we've got 1 in the front, down, elbow, deploy, step, under. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, cool. So if we have a 1, a 2, a 3 and a 4, it leaves that stick kind of in that central line again so that we can then thrust the tip straight into number 5. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dead simple. And then we can just come around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So get used to the motions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get used to the motions, then put in a bit of power. Throw that stick. And then use your body in the stick. And then this is just a casing from there. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not going to be around long enough. There, so we can cut it there. I can flip it and cut it back that way. So I have to rotate it over so we can cut through the bicep, rotate it to its furthest, and then I can cut back down his neck. If he doesn't have a knife, or if he does have a knife in there, pretty much hopefully we're hoping once we sever these tendons up here, it's going to have an effect. If I severed the tendons down here, probably wouldn't do an awful lot. If we're lucky, it's going to make him drop it, but it's not going to cause enough pain or anything because his body's going to go, what the fuck? But if I can hit him there in that bit, then by the time I get up to that bit, I can then move to his head to take him off that way. Yeah, and so that's, if there's a ring, you might as well use it for the reason of it. So as he comes in there, stepping out, cutting through, flipping it, taking it, folding it. Dead simple. One more just for luck. Bang. Bang. Cock that way. That's it. Good. Good, that's it, yeah, perfect, you got it. I think it's cutting through those tendons and it's not going to want to go through that. Even with the curved blade and the curved bicep, it's still going to rotate, so it does that. So it's flipping over the top. And so then cover and pull through so we can rotate it back down. And then it puts it in that hand ready for the next strike. So if I use Gary, so we can come in there, cut, rotate, on and head that way. So it's then ready to rotate that way. So we then go cut, cut. Because as we're saying, it's not going to want to get cut, it's going to move, it's going to try everything it can to get out of the way. So if we can rotate it one way and then the other way, we stand at 50% more chance that it's going to do something. Even if it just dissuades the person because they've just had their head moved from one way to another. Yeah, if it's in your hand or not, it won't be for long. Good. Make sure Tony's cack's on in the video. Good. Other way. That's it. Sorry, go. That way. That way. You can belly, butt, head. It's called sabayon, which means same time, because we're supposed to be, when we get warmed up at it, doing all these moves at the same time together, like a nice partner drill. But it got nicknamed belly butt head by one of our students, Dom, because that's how he remembered it, and it's going, actually that works too well. And so I've taught it as belly butt head for quite a few years now, because it's just too perfect. Because that's all you need to remember. And then, as before, we start off with just doing the knife bits, so we get used to that. And then we start moving more from side to side and getting used to doing the movement. And then it can just become a free flow drill, where we're doing all sorts of everything. Moving around, you can do it kneeling down, standing up. And then once you get comfortable with it, so we're doing that, doing that, doing that, doing, yeah, either way. Bang, 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 bang. Then we can start to put in the techniques that we're comfortable with. Keep going, you got it. Looking good.